My first car was a 1984 Volkswagen Scirocco. Scirocco means the desert wind. It was light, it was agile, and it was a complete piece of shit. I wanted a sports car that I could afford. I wanted a car that I could love forever. So the car I came across was a Toyota MR2. There's a lot of stigma surrounding this car over the years as one of the more dangerous cars to own.
Understand that this is a dangerous car. The MR2 SW20 is the most dangerous vehicle ever built. Forget the steam cars and everything from the turn of the century. Cars that exist out there on Craigslist right now. The car that is most accessible to the most amount of people and poses the greatest risk of danger is the SW20.
You don't get in the seat of this car and drive it like you would any other normal car. You have most of the weight in the back. So immediately when you're going around a turn, if you decide that you're going too fast in the middle of a turn, your instinct is to brake. And as soon as you hit the brakes, all of a sudden you have a weight shift to the front side of your car and the rear end begins to lift. So you almost have to be counterintuitive when you drive this car versus many other cars. But it's just like any other rear engine or mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. You have to respect the physics of what you're using.
So the car just brings a smile to my face.
Am I a good driver? I have no accidents. I know what defines a good driver for me. I'm incredibly cognizant of what's happening at all times around me. Professionally, I'm a chef by trade. I've been working in restaurants since I was around 14 years old, and food culture has been a large part of my life. I find a lot of similarities in food and car culture. It's very, very, very visual, the experience. A lot of what you learn and what you do is hands-on for the moment. And there are a lot of processes that require enough focus or repetition that it becomes almost a meditation to do. Technology has changed cars for both better and worse within the last, let's say 18 years. The ability to have driver's aids and all sorts of technological advancements that can tell you exactly when to grip and will automatically decelerate for you and basically keeps you safe and alive and on the road. Those are all great things. But I'm also wary of how much it takes away from the driver's ability, from the experience that the driver's getting. I want a visceral experience. I want a very, very real experience when I'm driving a car. And some of those technological aids, they save lives. They help people. They do all these amazing things that we absolutely need. But at the same time, there are other things that don't need to be there, that don't need to pull away from what a car can be. I like to walk that fine line with technology where, yes, I need it, and no, I don't. But I think we have to pick and choose what makes us better as people when we use it. My father always jokes around about this old Chevy Nova that he had. That was one of the most fun cars he ever drove, and it was, it didn't have a lot of horsepower, but it was almost scary to drive the speed limit because he felt like it was something was going to go wrong, or it just didn't hold the road right. And you drive a brand new car and you're doing 100 miles an hour in a brand new sports car, you don't even feel it. You don't realize it. There's almost a loss of connection to the road. I want my experience to feel real. I want my experience to be like listening to music on vinyl. I want to hear the pops, the crispness, the crackles, all the little things that make the music that much better. For me, I want the road, and I want to see it, I want to feel it, and I want to be part of it.
Now, some troubling news about road safety. Traffic fatalities are way up for the second year in a row.
This is happening at a time when airbags, anti-lock brakes, traction control, stability control, and other new technologies are making our vehicles much safer.
When researchers at Virginia Tech put cameras in cars, they found that distracted drivers account for almost 70% of crashes.